Good morning. It is around 5:30 a.m. here, and I think I went to bed at around like midnight. I went to bed too late, and I actually woke up at 4:40. Let's see. Let's see. What am I at this morning? Okay, I'm still at 18 milligrams this morning. Got my take home here, and I'm waiting to take it. Maybe I'll take it with you guys, but I don't feel awful, but I just feel like tired. I just feel weak. Now, I've been dropping 1 milligram every 5 days for a few weeks, and I did notice that there was some difficulty, but this morning I'm reminded that I don't think that difficulty is enough to keep me from dropping once every 5 days. I mean, let's see, this morning, like, I've got chills and like kind of sweaty armpits. In fact, when I got out of bed, I had to like do something about my armpits. They were stinky, and you know, I just, like I said, I've got low energy. I don't have a runny nose, but I kind of feel like one could come on. And I've got no skin sensitivity, but I do feel like I'm gonna yawn every few minutes. We'll see if you guys catch one on camera. You know, today I just thought I would really just check in with my symptoms, you know. And in my last video, I kind of asked how you guys found me, which was really a stupid question because obviously you just found me by searching for something or it was recommended to you. YouTube has a strange algorithm, but the other day, yesterday, I actually went through and tried to find some stuff, and eventually, after getting through all of the administrative, like, clinical places that want to tell you about methadone withdrawal, even though they have no fucking idea from first person, which it bothers me so much to hear doctors say that like something should be easy when they have no idea what it's like. Oh, here comes some snot for y'all. Fun! I'm starting to snot. I finally found this video of a guy talking about when he tapered off methadone. It was just a single video. He's already off. And bro, this guy said that when he got to 20 milligrams, he went down 1 milligram per day. Now, that's what his clinic wanted him to do. I have heard repeatedly that clinics are different everywhere, like depending on the state for sure, but sometimes even depending on the county. And some methadone clinics are wild. They are the wild fucking west. You know, it's like the first time I tried to taper. The first time I tried to taper off methadone, I was at a clinic that was about a 45-minute drive for me. I never received take-homes at that clinic because I was using THC, and they would only taper me down 5 milligrams at a time. That's it. That's all they would do. And even when I got to a lower dose, I got all the way down to 45, and they still wanted me to go down 5 milligrams at a time. And I said, no, I cannot. My body will not let me take another 5 milligram drop at 45, y'all. But that's what the doctor wanted me to do. The doctor at that clinic was freaking ridiculous. I even actually asked that doctor about whether or not I could supplement iron while on methadone, and she said yes. I told her I read that you can't, and she said, I've never heard that. That sounds stupid. Fast forward to now, I'm seeing a functional doctor who put me on a holistic methylation protocol for my hands and circulation, and part of that holistic methylation protocol is that I take iron. So my functional doctor looked that up and found out that, yes, iron interferes with methadone. It can interfere with absorption, especially at low doses. So she told me to take the iron like every couple of days and to make sure I take it 12 hours apart from the methadone. So that's what I've been doing. Except I kind of stopped a few days ago because iron constipates you, guys. Did you know that? Do we need to be constipated on methadone? No, we know. We're already constipated. We don't need any iron to make it worse. And yes, guys, I am still constipated at 18 milligrams. Apparently, there's receptors for methadone in your gut and your intestines, and they bind to it, and it interferes with peristalsis. So, which is our body's ability to like push things out or move through us. And yeah, like it constipates the fuck out of you. I have to take 7 magnesium citrate every night just to poop in the morning. And 7 magnesium citrate is woo at the high end. At the high end. In fact, it's like above recommended dosages. My functional doctor told me I could go up to 600, but the internet said that if I added another one and went up to 750, it would be all right if I didn't do it forever or for a long time. So I kind of alternate really truly between 6 and 7. But the truth is, 6 doesn't do what 7 does. When I take 6 magnesium citrate, my stool is still pretty hard. It'll come out, but it's hard. Sorry, guys. I'm talking about stool this morning, I guess. I'll put that in the video title. Constipation. I guess I'm in a pretty good mood this morning. In fact, I don't feel flatlined. Emotionally flatlined. I just have this little snot still running down my face. That's like it. Yeah. I feel like I didn't finish a thought. If that's true, I'm sorry. I'm tapering, and I'm not sleeping, and my memory. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll take my methadone with you guys and then check out. I'll show you guys how little is in the bottle because it's nothing. It's almost nothing. Look at that. Look how little that is. It's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so what I do is I actually pour water into it. So, any of you guys that are getting this low, just know it's doable. It's possible. Oh yeah, what I was going to say earlier, that clinic that would only let me go down 5 at a time, I ended up switching clinics because of it. I seriously ended up switching clinics over it. I called every clinic around me and ended up at this private clinic who said that yes, they'll take you down 1 milligram at a time. I thought, wow, like taking people down 1 milligram at a time must be, they must not do it because a couple of clinics didn't do it. Fast forward to today, go back. At the clinic I found, I started going down from 45, 1 milligram every 5 days, and I did it the entire way down. I never stopped, never took a pause. So I've done it once every 5 days before. It's doable. It's something people do, right? The clinic I'm at now is not a private clinic, and the reason I don't want to go to that place that I went before is just because of the distance. I moved, and now it's like 45 minutes away, like the other place, and I got tired of driving. So the clinic I'm at now definitely will drop you down 1 milligram at a time. They'll drop you down whatever you want. That doctor at the clinic I'm at will do whatever I ask him to do, and I love it. And he's intelligent. He's very intelligent. He's maybe like the second methadone doctor I've ever had that actually knew shit. However, none of them know everything. And even symptoms that pop up, they'll be like, what? They just don't understand that this is hard, that a taper is hard. You know? So I'll take my medicine and then I'll go if I don't have nothing else to say. Pour some water. Down the hatch. Ugh, that stuff tastes bad. I think it doesn't taste bad when it's alone. It just tastes like cough syrup, which I can be down with. But when you pour water into it and dilute it, it tastes awful. It really does. It tastes so bad. I usually rinse my bottle like 3 or 4 times. It's, you know, it's just the way that we do it. It's just the way that it's done. It's just the way that we do it. Do it. That's just the way that it's done. That's just the way that it's done. I'm goofy as hell this morning, y'all. And I listened to music this morning. Huh? Methadone had me not listening to music for like 2 years. 2 years I feel like I haven't listened to music. And this morning I listened to some music and every single cell in my body lit up. I could feel it everywhere. It was amazing. Oh, my body's tingling now just thinking about it. I'm a music girl, guys. Like, I'm a musician myself. And music is so important to me. But methadone had me abandon it. Why, do you ask? Because when you're on methadone, it kind of feels like you just don't care about any of the shit that you cared about before. And I'll also say this, when it comes to people and relationships and even friendships, I'm pretty isolated during my taper. The last time I tapered off methadone, I'm not gonna lie, I'd been in a 5-year relationship and we broke up. We broke up over my taper. Like, it wasn't over the fact that I was tapering, but it was over the fact that my mood and my irritability was I can't whistle, was through the roof. My irritability, like, I could not live with someone. It was impossible. And I feel awful because even today, like, I think about that and I'm like, would we have broken up if it hadn't been for my methadone taper? I mean, we were arguing, right? Like, there were already problems. Otherwise, methadone wouldn't have exacerbated it. But maybe we could have worked through them if I had had the willpower or the want. But the methadone removed those things for me. In fact, I even remember talking to my counselor at my last clinic. And I told her about this relationship. And I said, you know, he had just gotten laid off from work. He worked in tech. And of course, big layoffs in tech. He had gotten laid off and was like super bummed about it, was having to file for unemployment, and kind of went into a depression. And I remember talking to my counselor at the clinic saying, well, first let me explain his depression, because it wasn't just like, oh, I don't feel good, or oh, I'm sad I don't have a job. It was like, it was like sleeping 24 hours a day, and if he was awake, he was on his computer, like playing video games. So the kind of depression he was in isolated both of us. And I remember saying to my counselor at the clinic, you know, I feel guilty because I've been so depressed in the past, and Jay, that was his name, has stuck with me through all of this. I feel really guilty that I don't feel like I'm willing to help him through his depression. I said that. I said, I don't think I have the energy to help someone else through their depression. And she looked at me and she said, like, why would that be? Why? She kind of poked at me until I realized maybe this relationship wasn't for me. And like, I honestly think that we broke up like a week later, to my memory. Yeah. And I was like at 2 milligrams when we broke up. I finished the taper out like single. He moved out. I told him to get the hell out. He moved out, and I mean, it was my house. He had moved in with me, so I told him to get the hell out, and I finished the taper on my own. And then months and months went by, and I realized, man, I was kind of a jerk. Like, so fast forward to today, so that this isn't anciently long. Ancient. That doesn't even make sense. So this isn't ridiculously long. It's already getting there. Fast forward to today. I'm super glad. Like, I'm single as a Pringle, and I don't know why people say that, because Pringles definitely come in like a huge ass can with tons of other Pringles, but I'm single and I live alone, and I've pretty much isolated myself during this taper, like on purpose. I know that if I was dating someone, I would be irritable as shit. And I know that because I get irritated just when I receive texts on my phone. Like, I get so irritated. I feel like everything's urgent and I have to respond right this minute, and I get pissed. So if my phone were an actual person, like if I was actually with a person, I would probably act a fool. So once again, my methadone tapers got me in this isolation loop, and that's why I'm just happy to keep on tapering the way I am, you know. Mornings like this remind me that I can do it, and you guys can do it too. Just keep on going down. Can't do nothing else. Pause if you need to, but keep on going down. We all got this. We all got this. And with that, have a wonderful day. Maybe smell some roses, except that it's cold as hell and the roses are dormant. Smell some coffee? Yeah, smell some coffee. Coffee smells good. Smell some coffee. And have a good day. Bye.